Hey, what is going on, everybody? It's Yunks. Today is Friday, and that means there is here in the tower. Now, I do not know what he has, but I do know where he is, so let's go check him out. What did he bring us last week? Pretty sure he brought us the Zalo Supercell, the exotic arc elemental primary auto rifle. That was just a bunch in one sentence right there. Let's go ahead and see what he has this week, though. He is gonna bring us bad Juju. All right, the exotic pulse rifle. Let's start here though with the legacy body armor engram. This is for year 1 stuff only, so if you are looking for year 3 and updated stuff, you could just simply pass on this. Moving on to the Eternal Warrior. I haven't seen this in a while. This is an exotic helm for the Titan. This comes with intellect and strength, and the main perk here is you gain Unstoppable for Fist of Havoc. So Unstoppable is the perk where you gain additional armor while activating Fist of Havoc. So you're almost invincible. Not really, but you're very, you have a lot of protections pretty much when you're activating that Fist of Havoc, making it really hard and difficult for your enemy to kill you while you're activating it. So this could be paired with Shoulder Charge or Juggernaut. It's the last column in the Striker subclass, pretty sure. So yeah, you could run Unstoppable with Juggernaut or Unstoppable with Shoulder Charge while rocking this helm. It could be decent in PvP. In PvE, I don't think this is necessary at all. You don't really need that additional armor while Fist of Havoc-ing. I think you should be okay in PvE, but PvP, this is probably where you're going to use this if you are going to use Eternal Warrior, and it's okay. I back when this first came out, I forgot when it first came out. Was it the Taken King? Pretty sure it was the Taken King. I could be wrong though. Or maybe the Dark Below. I don't even know. I don't know, guys. Don't listen to me. But when this first came out, I actually saw it being used quite often. You know, a little bit here and there by some Striker Titans. But now I just don't see it anymore. They're just way better exotic armors for your Titan. I see much more people going with Armamentarium or Twilight Garrison. You know, something along those lines. I feel like those could be a little more beneficial than this. I mean, the extra armor is nice, but it's just not going to come into play all that often. What are you going to Fist of Havoc? Maybe 3 times, 4 times at the very max in a Crucible match, depending on how it's going, you know? And it's just, literally 1 or 2 seconds while fisting that you're going to have that extra armor. I just don't see much use there. Go ahead, guys, leave in the comments and let me know what you think about Eternal Warrior. Do you still use it? Do you see anybody using it? How do you feel about this? But I definitely don't think it's top tier. And, you know, of course, if you're collecting, I don't need to say this, but if you're collecting, pick it up. If not, you probably could pass. You probably could. Moving on to Skyburner's Annex. Alright, this exotic helm for the Hunter. This comes with intellect. And the main perk here, chance to create orbs on heavy weapon kills. And with a full super, orbs may grant special ammo. Alright, so very, very strange exotic here for the Hunter. I have never used this. I literally have never seen anybody use this before. Not even joking with you guys. I've never seen anybody use this. I mean, chance to create orbs on heavy kills. That sounds like it can be nice in PvE, you know, just create orbs for your team with heavy. Other than that, though, yeah, with the full super, orbs may grant special ammo. I honestly wouldn't give a shit about that. But the orbs on heavy can be nice in certain situations. Of course, if you're playing with a team and you just make orbs, and yeah, that's cool and all, but I just feel like there's way better exotics to go with on your Hunter. I feel like this is really not necessary. PvP, this is absolutely pointless, you know, because how heavy works in PvP. You only get it once a game. That's it, if you even get it. And not worth it to run in PvP. I don't think it's really worth it either to run in PvE. Once again, guys, just let me know your thoughts on the Skyburner's Annex, because I just don't see it ever being used. And I can't really think of many situations where this can be the absolute way to go, you know, thing to go to on your Hunter. So just, yeah, it's not top tier, guys, and I definitely think you could pass unless you're collecting. Moving on to Heart of the Praxic Fire. All right, so back when this baby first came out, I think this was vanilla Destiny, right? Heart of the Praxic Fire, this exotic chest armor for the Warlock. Pretty sure this was vanilla. When it first came out, it was like beast. It was like the thing to go too with your Sun Singer. It's just so good. When you activated that radiance, you throw your grenades so goddamn fast, and it was just so much fun. This comes with discipline in the main perk here. When Radiance is active, increase agility and decrease ability cooldowns. So you'll get your melee faster, your grenades a lot quicker. You can really spam those abilities a lot more if you're rocking Heart of the Praxic Fire. Unfortunately, I really haven't seen this either very often, recently. Have not seen it. I think it does have potential, though, and it is a lot of fun, because I know how fast you could really spam those grenades and stuff. But yeah, I think it's pretty situational. There are a lot of good armors to go to on your Warlock. Like, the Ram could be useful in PvE if you want some extra armor, if you want to tank a little more. If you're rocking Claws of Ahamkara, you have 2 flame shields on the Sun Singer. Like, you really can't beat that. PvE, PvP. Ophidian aspects are decent, so there's just a lot of options here, guys, for your Warlocks. But this can be fun. It can be situational. I would think this is more of a PvE thing. I would probably not recommend this in PvP. You're not really going to be needing to spam these abilities even more than you could already spam them while your Radiance is active. So yeah, if you guys are interested in it, I would recommend picking it up, giving it a try in PvE. If you don't already have like the top tier Warlock exotics. But up to you guys on this one. I don't think it's I obviously don't think it's top tier. I think it's okay, guys, but we're gonna pass on this now. We're gonna move on to the bad Juju, the exotic pulse. Let's see what we got here. So we have full auto automatically granted to us, which is very nice. And here's our sights. Now we have hip fire, armor piercing rounds, send it, and perfect balance. I personally go with perfect balance on the bad Juju. String of curses. After each kill, this weapon will reload instantly and increase damage for a short time. Kills will help charge your super, so you get additional super energy when you get a kill. You get pretty much a crowd control perk when you get a kill, and your weapon instantly reloads when you get a kill. Beautiful perk right here. This bad Juju works so amazingly against those lower tier enemies like Thrall, Dreg, stuff like that. It just works wonders against. It's absolutely amazing. You get your super very, very quick while getting kills with bad Juju. Just very good in certain situations in PvE. Here's our ornaments. So we have Dragon's Bane, which is one of my favorite ornaments in the game. I actually have that. And Hoodoo, which is also cool. This reminds me of Borderlands a lot. So yeah, there you guys go. That's bad Juju. I do recommend you guys to pick this up if you don't have it already. I totally think it is worth the 23 strange coins. It's a beast of a pulse rifle in PvE against, the lower tier enemies. But when it does come against bosses, like strike bosses, let's say, or something along those lines, it's not as effective. The whole point of this weapon is to kill enemies that, you could kill in less than 1 mag, if that makes sense. With, let's say, 6 shots, and then you could just instantly reload, and you pretty much never have to reload this thing if you're fighting the right enemies. But when it comes down to it, and you have to reload this every single time, you never get a chance to instantly reload it when you're fighting higher tier enemies, majors, I don't know, bosses, then it's not really effective, if that makes sense, guys. But I definitely think it's worth picking up. It's so amazing in the right situations. Pick it up, guys. Mida Multi-Tool and Arctic Survivalist bundle right here. This will cost you 30 strange coins and 25 silver dust. So if you want the Mida and you want that ornament to go along with it, this is always here for you if you have the strange coins and silver dust and Red Death and White Witch. I love that White Witch ornament. So once again, if you need Red Death or you want Red Death and with an ornament, this is here for you. Moving on to the Glass Needles. This will cost you 3 strange coins, 3 motes of light, and 1 exotic shard. This will change and alter your perks on your exotic armor. So let's say you want discipline but you have strength, keep rolling Glass Needles until you get your discipline. And let's say you want sniper ammo but you have sidearm ammo, keep rolling Glass Needles until you get your perfect roll on your exotic armor. 3 of coins. Let's go ahead, pop one of these. I'm sure most of you know this already. I'm sure you guys do, but just in case somebody's new, I'll go ahead, pop one of these. So go to your consumables, use that. Exotic particles will pop up here. grants a chance to receive an exotic engram on the next Ultra Kill or Crucible match completion. That is win or lose for PvP, and usually I'll pop this every other PvP match or before every boss in a strike, and that is how I farm my exotic engrams. And yeah, that exotic particles will go away once that boss is killed or once that Crucible match is completed, and then you're going to have to pop another one shortly after. Moving on to heavy ammo synths. We have a 3 for 10 deal and a 1 for 3 deal. Obviously, the 3 for 10 is a better deal, so you know, if you're big into PvE activities like raids and nightfalls, go ahead, stock up on some heavy ammo synths. Moving on to the vehicle upgrades, we have Void Drive and Plasma Drive. This will change a blue rarity sparrow into a legendary sparrow and also change the contrail color on it. So we have a purple here and a blue here. So these are very unique, guys. I rarely ever see anybody rock these. So if you want to be a little bit different, I guess you could go ahead, pick one of these up and infuse it with your blue sparrow. Moving on to our exotic shard exchange. So let's say you need some exotic shards for the week. Just go ahead, stock up from Zur while he's here with them. This will cost you 7 strange coins for 1 exotic shard. Not a bad deal. And moving on to our Mode of Light exchange, this will cost you 2 strange coins for 1 Mode of Light. So if you are in desperate need of motes and you have the extra strange coins lying around, this is always here for you. You know, if you want to rank up those factions, get those packages, or just simply level up your gear, this is here for you guys. Anyway, that is it for Zur this week. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.